Hey guys, welcome back for Let's Play Spyro the Dragon 2, Ripto's Rage. We're now going into one of my least favorite levels of the game, Robotica Farms. Which is just robots who are on a farm and there's bugs everywhere. Someone call the exterminator. Alright, here we go. Probably one of the least favorite levels in the game here.
Howdy, Spyro. These here pests have infested our farm. Could you find the time to help us get rid of them?
Do you want me to use it with a giant newspaper or a giant can of bug spray?
Find your way over to the giant bug lamp and turn it on so we can zap any more invading pests.
Oh, I see, you already got it taken care of. A giant bug zapper. I hope Sparks doesn't get attracted towards that bug zapper light. And this is another one of those levels where kind of reminds me of Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. There was a farm level out there, and this reminds me of that. Only with better music. Not really much to say about this level here that I like. I mean, the power up in here is a supercharge, which is alright on its own, but I prefer the super flame. Just burn those bugs to a crisp. Not to mention how many types of bugs there are here. Ideally those that we just seen there with the stingers. Just hovering right above us and just shooting the stingers out at us like projectiles. They even have metal plants. Way to help the environment, fellas. And one thing I very do not like about this is it's stereotypical, because a lot of people assume that the farm is from either the west or, in most cases, the far south, like Georgia and South Carolina and Alabama, Tennessee. I'm from the south, outside the Atlanta, Georgia area. And believe me, we're not as country as we are down here. I'm more about business than I am just country stuff. I don't hunt, I don't fish. I don't do redneck stuff, I'm not country. Maybe born in the south, but I'm not country. Those are the types of bugs there that I was referring to earlier. Ow! Spyro, you can never aim right. Zoe, why don't you just zap the bugs with your wand thing right there? I'm sure all you can do is just more than save my progress. And you and your other fairy friends are capable of handling an umbrella and a sun chair. But you can't help Sparks out other than saving his progress. And even the main characters are too lazy for their own good. I mean, they actually become useful in the final fight, except for Elora and the Professor. Well, the Professor, he's off doing with the Circuit Portal. Elora? No. But even Zoe gets in on it. Just gives us the rundown, the pep talk. Which is somewhat useful, I guess. But Elora, she does absolutely nothing. And yet she is the love interest in Spyro. It's even mentioned in the epilogue, which I will be doing an upload later at the very end of this Let's Play. I will also be doing the epilogue for Spyro 3 and a lot more skill points there also. I've done my research, I can get them all done in no time.
Making a joke of my expensive robot scarecrows. Can you chase them down and flame them, Spyro?
So, a robot farmer would need robot scarecrows. What crops do you have that could possibly even matter for these bugs right here? I haven't even seen a single corn stack or even any crops for that matter. An apple tree, oranges, grapevines, watermelon.
My fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro. Take this doodad I done dug up yesterday.
Ugh, the southern accents. Why do a lot of people have to make fun of us southerners? Not any different than any other people, except for, you know, New York. I mean, I may not have a southern accent, but if I were to go to New York, people would tell I'm not from their area. All because of how I speak. And speaking of which, a random memory just occurred to me about Futurama. One of the earlier episodes, you know, when they were so good, was when Fry and his friends went deep sea fishing, and they ended up here in Atlanta, surprisingly. Now, was I offended by it? Eh, not really. I thought, ooh, Atlanta, I live there, and it was a good episode. Nothing too stereotypical, which was good. It did give us a bunch of southern accents, though. But aside that, it was a pretty good episode right there. If you don't remember the episode or want to see it for yourselves, I will provide a link in the description for you. I remember Futurama being on. I need sparks. I remember Futurama being on Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, and ow. And they had to cancel it because, you know, more shows were coming, and I'm actually surprised that Family Guy, of all things, is still on Adult Swim. I mean, it's on Fox, it's on TBS, it's on Cartoon Network. And even Family Guy is starting to suck a little bit because they're starting to have filler episodes, like non-stop. Example, there was an episode opening where Lois was sleeping with Hank Hill, and then they had the King of the Hill opening for Family Guy, which was pretty cool right there. But then all of a sudden it just went nowhere. The episode was just a 2 out of 5, basically. They had a good opening, but it was a bad episode. It was the episode where Peter basically became mindless and feral and primal, basically. And here we are at the Bug Zapper. Some more gems, and time to collect our orb. Or not, just delay it even more. Go get your orb, Spyro.
Wait to go, Spyro. Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now. Can I offer you a reward?
How about a ride out of here? I'm actually tired of this place already. We're already about halfway through the level anyway. Okay, time for the supercharge mission, which was basically just one of the harder, Take two. One of the more harder missions in the game here. In fact, that's practically the only mission left in this whole level. The next level, though, I'd give it their props. It's probably the best level in the game right there. Metropolis. I did give the lane to Cloud Temples, but think about it now, Metropolis is probably the best level. Has an awesome soundtrack. It's very city-like, very colorful. I guess in ties with this level also, they coincided with each other. You know, we have robot farmers, we have robot businessmen in the next level. Basically, we're going from the country to the city.
I used to drive my tractor all around the farm, but some fool robot blocked the path up. Do you think you could knock him down with a bit of a supercharge?
It's always Spyro who has to do everyone's dirty work. Crash got the more love, though. All he had to do was just go from point A to point B, collect purple thingies, and go. Well, in the last game he didn't. He just basically made it from point A to point B. But Crash 2 and 3, he had to collect purple thingies and go. But honestly, Crash 2 was my favorite and first game I ever played, as I previously said before. But Crash 3, it definitely had the lead because they had so much variety there. They still kept the overall gameplay with going from point A to point B, but they added a lot more things like time travel. Well, it wasn't really necessary time travel except for in a few areas, but they basically had. I can understand the medieval days. The future levels also, and the dinosaur ages. But levels like the Arabian towns and Egyptian pyramids, they seem out of place right there. Get this last few pumpkins, and we're done with this supercharge mission.
Fine piece of steering that was, Dragon. Here, take this thingamajig I found in the cow pen.
It's probably a space cow thing. And about 59 more gems. Of course, there's the mystery bottle and those baskets that I missed on the way before. Just a long glide over. 2, 3. Alright, now where is that mystery bottle at? I believe it was over here by the robot scarecrows. Okay, now it's almost at the, now it's practically at the beginning of the level. So we're just about done here. Finally. There it is, and about 20 or 30 gems. Hooray! Still not done. Got about 3 gems to find in... You know what? I'm gonna cut and be right back and search for them. Be right back. Alright, well I already accidentally got the 2 gem. It turns out it was actually... Da-da-da-da! It was actually 9 gems. So, we're done. Let's exit the level. Tired of this level. It's a wonder Sparks is even alive after going through that level. Okay. So, and the next time you will see me enter Metropolis. Gotta activate it.
I can see you've learned the value of orbs, Spyro. This touchy gate should work perfectly with the help of your impressive orb collection.
And the next time you'll see me enter Metropolis. Yes. See you then.